on, guys? Um, so over the weekend, I came to the realization that I was kind of I've been having up and down success, right? One day I do really well, and one day I just do really bad. And what I concluded was I got away from stats, from numbers, from analytics, the meat of this stuff. So ever since that day until up to last night, I've been hitting every day because I'm not just blindly picking. My blind eye is pretty good as well, but when you look at the numbers, you just can't lose because it's a numbers game. You put yourself ahead of way others. So I started using the usage scale. All right, this is all about usage. I started bringing in the DVP, and today I'm going to keep a notebook with us. We're gonna do things a little more systematic. I'm going to apply a system to this thing, and I'm going to take it down. All right. Um, Yesterday I didn't do too bad. I made two lines. They both hit the cash for me. I didn't bet a lot, but I did all right. So today is what we play for. These big, beautiful, juicy, lovely slates. We're gonna get right into it. Not gonna waste too much time. I'm gonna break down every game. We're gonna use the notebook, and we're gonna formulate some good lineups, man. Together, we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be a 300 night, guys. Trust me. Plus, I'm off today, so after this, I'm gonna do some schoolwork, and then I'm gonna come half an hour before lock. So 7 o'clock, I'll be back on doing the live, looking at the news, adjusting the lineup, making it work. All right. So the goal is to pick players with 6 times value potential, 5 times value floor, with potential as high as we can. Right. So the reason I got the notepad is because as I'm breaking down each game, I'm not even going to make a lineup. I'm just going to put players that I would consider on my notepad. And then next to their name, I'm going to put their floor and I'm going to put their potential ceiling, their go off potential. So at the end of the video now, we're going to go back and look at all those names and we're going to pick the most juiciest cream of the crop players for our lineup. We have to hit 300 with that strategy. There's no way we cannot, all right? A couple more resources that I got to bring up. I didn't even check out my site. This site right here gives me my foundation for the day. I love this site, man. This site right here, that's hockey. We don't do the hockey. NBA fantasy. We don't do the hockey, guys. We do this basketball. They kind of give me a little fun. Chris Dunn was locked. Their lineup normally do well. I must admit, gives me some value, some stuff to look at. And the next thing I want to do is look at some news. Right, NBA. It's my news site right here that I use. I mean, just to see what's been going on. Right, so. It's just Thursday. We're on Wednesday. Gary Harris went through just about Friday. Nobody cares about Okafor because he's not even when he does play, he doesn't play, if you get my drift. Chris Paul gonna start tomorrow. Chris Dunn moving and signing lineup. That's the biggest news I said I read. The Jazz have no plans on benching Rubio. Rubio's going through something right now. I don't know. Stanley Johnson is back, so we gotta be careful when we're looking at Avery Bradley and even that. So Melo has been upgraded, so that means he'll play. He was limited during practice yesterday, so he feels closer to doubtful. But we like to get prior to tip off. So they're doubtful. I mean, I'm with no Steven Adams. I'm almost all in on Paul George. I think Paul George. But we got to break it down. I'm just trying to see what's going on in the NBA. It's the first time I'm looking for the day. Oh, so John Lua and Stanley Johnson are back. So Tobias and Avery Bradley might not be too interesting today. Steve Adams, he's doubtful. He's not going to play. Mike Conley's not going to play. All right. Miles Turner, he's not 100. Okay. Oh, Yo, I can't wait for Rondo either. I was on the fence about playing Rondo with his minute restriction today. I know that Rondo is going to come back and make the Pelicans so good. It's unbelievable. Love Rondo. Love Rondo. And then this is all last night's stuff. So that's it. That's it for the news. It's really about Chris Dunn right now, based on just the news that I've seen. Rocco or Butler for cash. Go Rocco. Rocco. Yo, what up? What up, Mr. Sanchez? How you doing? Go ahead, like the video, guys. I'm gonna really break down today's slate in no way that I've ever done before. It's a guaranteed 300 tonight. Hey fam, Quincy, what's going on? Embiid or Paul George for cash? They're both the same. I can't pick one. I would say Embiid only because there's a lot of uncertainties with Thunder right now. But close to the tip off, it might be Paul George. What's up, fam? Let's get the money tonight. Cantor and Drummond lock. I don't know about Cantor, but Drummond, his price is finally caught up to him. Finally, they got Drummond price right. But I still like Drummond. I'm gonna give Drummond a look. Drummond got some guys coming back for his team, so his usage might not be as great. But let's check it out. Like how you doing the lineup now, and you're gonna check back before lock. That's cool, man. Yeah, on my days off when I got a little time, I'll do it. I can't always guarantee it. Is it back to stack game? Stacking game can go both ways. It can be very good and very bad. It's all gambling. There's no better probability with one or the other. Marc Gasol is never a lock. I don't know about Marc Gasol being a lock. Let's get into it though. Straight into it. Where's my noble? All right, so Sacramento versus, and this live is going to take a little longer than usual because I'm going to go to the extent. I'm guaranteeing a 300 tonight. Sacramento versus Atlanta, right? Let's start with Atlanta. When we look at the DVP tools, right, we want to see for every position which one of these in the last 5 games, because things change, right? Which one of these give up the most? So Atlanta gives it up to point guards. We see them here in the top. We see Sacramento in the middle. So right now we're doing Atlanta. So let's stick with Atlanta. So Sacramento is nowhere near for point guard. Let's see if we see Sacramento up here for the shooting guard. Nope. So you don't really attack them for that. Small forward. Nope, you don't attack them for that. Power forward. You attack Sacramento, which is weird because Randolph been kind of being a beast. But the numbers don't lie. You can't go with just what your eyes see. You got to take everything. So we know power forward. We can mess with Sacramento based on power forward. So bigs, power forward, and centers. They're giving up the most. Okay, so that's step one. So now we go back to our little thing here, and we look at what Atlanta has for center. Honestly, they don't. Deadman doesn't impress me. Collins, his usage is not up. None of these guys have good usage. So that Sacramento news is irrelevant. We're not really going to take advantage of it because not only do we want a good matchup, we want to play with a big usage and have potential to go off. And it doesn't scream it to me for none of these guys in Atlanta, the bigs. And the smalls are not what you want messing with Sacramento, right? So Atlanta, for the most part, is irrelevant. Dennis Schroeder, I do like more times than not, especially now that he's back in the 6 range. But he's been struggling. He's been in the 20s quite a bit. He's not the Dennis Schroeder that I know. I'm not willing to just take any big risk on that. So the Sacramento thing is not really interesting to me, okay? So now we could go look for Atlanta now. We go back to our tool. We look for Atlanta. I don't see... I see Atlanta. We target for point guard, right? For shooting guards, not really. Where's Atlanta? They're in the middle of the pack, so they're not really that juicy there. Atlanta for power forward, and then centers. They're not worth it. They're not worth. All right, so centers sometimes. So center is on the top end of the spectrum that we're looking at here, right? So let's go back to our game now. De'Aaron Fox for 5K. George Hill, he starts. He's been having a tough season, right? He's been having a tough season, but he's playing one of the best DVP matchups, right? So we got to consider him. He just went off for 27. He played 25 minutes. It was still a blowout. His team's not the best. So I'm going to go ahead and put him on our notebook. Not saying I'm picking him. George Hill. Just saying that he has a good matchup. He's someone that I would consider. And now, the next thing I want to put is, what's my realistic expectation of him, right? His floor, give it 4 times. Call it 20, even though he shows 15 to 20. I think against this team, it's safe to say he has a 16. And his ceiling, we'll call it mid-20s, 25, right? So that's 4 to 6 times. We call it 4 to 6 times value, which is not great. I don't love it. I don't think I'll pick him, but he's someone worth considering. 4 to 6 times value is my personal predicted outcome for him. Okay, I don't see George Hill being on my team today, but he's someone that I would consider based on his matchup. He starts, and for usage, this team doesn't really have anyone that get used more than others. You know, they have a bunch of rookies. Let's look at the usage tool. Let's not guess. We got all the tools here. Usage on Sacramento, SAC. And so Zach Randolph is the top usage person. He's a big, and we know that bigs versus Atlanta can be a thing. So we're looking at some Zach Randolph, and then De'Aaron Fox, number 44 on the list, and then Buddy Hield. So De'Aaron Fox is a guy that probably more so than George Hill is who we should be looking at, right? So we look at De'Aaron Fox, he's 5K. Let's look at his other matchups. He hasn't really cracked 30. He did against Indiana and Phoenix, who also gives up good amount of points to point guard. So we know the good matchup. He has some decent value. He's 5K. I say he's safe for 5 to 6 times value. I'll put De'Aaron Fox on our little notebook for 5 to 6 times value. De'Aaron Fox. 5 to 6 times value. And then we got to look at some Randolph as well. We got to look at some Randolph and consider some Randolph as we really. And this is what you call analysis, right? This today is a guaranteed 300 days. The way I'm breaking down, it's like no other. I'm micro analyzing this slate. I'm doing this new thing. It's been working 2 days in a row. It has to work. Zebo needs about 30. We see that he's been around the mid-20s, but up in the mid-30s as well. His minutes have not really been great. He's been getting in the 20s, but again, the matchup is great. The matchup is good in the last 5 days. Realistically, I'll say 5 to 7 times for Z Randolph. 5 to 7 times. So those are the only 3 people in this game. Z Randolph. You get me? 5 to 7 times value. Those are the only people in this game that I would consider. Right? And then I could move on. I could move on from there. I'm not building a lineup until the end. I'm just going to look at the games, see what's going on with each player, give a projection based on usage or whatever. We see Randolph, De'Aaron Fox in our usage. I put George Hill in there only because of his veteran status. I might as well just erase him. I think it's a trap. That George Hill situation is a trap. But that's it for game 1. That's my approach to it. For every game, I'm going to do that process, and at the end, I'm going to build a line based on who has the highest times value projection with a safe floor, and we're going to make that 300 today, all right? Let me see what y'all talking about in YouTube. Go ahead, like that video, man. Got to run Kemba. I've been hearing a lot of Kemba. Like how you doing the lineup now. Okay, I think I read all that. Can't always trust DVP. Like Utah is a completely different team without Gobert. Yeah, we're going to consider all that. We're not just going solely based on DVP. You know what I mean? But for a team like Atlanta, who hasn't really changed much, they did change much now because we have Ilyasova coming back, but he's coming off the bench. So things like this, I'll consider for sure. But you got to trust it, man. You got to. Numbers don't, man. Businesses and successful organization in this world use numbers for their success. There's no reason why we can't apply science to DFS process and be successful as well. That's just how I feel. I watch Atlanta Hawks most games. They give it up to big. Zach Randolph should be in consideration. Just too cheap. I agree. And he's 5 to 7 times. Switch it to DraftKings from FanDuel. Oh. Good looking out, man. Good looking out. Bugging. Where we at? Too many tabs open. DraftKings. It should be similar. Still Hawks up there. Let's see. For the bigs, Hawks still up there. All right. Good looking for that, man. That was a big one. All right, so that's the first game. Let's get into the second one because it's going to be a long breakdown today, but we're going for success, right? New York versus Utah. We're going to start with New York. We're going to look at Utah DVP situation, right? For point guards, I'm just going to use my search tool because I don't want to be looking for teams. Command F in it. Utah at the bottom for the point guard. For shooting guard, Utah is at the bottom. For small forward, let's see. Again, like you guys said, with Utah, you can't look at it because so Utah is just playing defense all around. It looks like, man, right? Especially with their guard situation. For power forward, Utah, and then for center, I'm sure they're going to be down. We get it. The thing is, there's no Gobert, and I'm interested to see without Gobert, the couple games, how much points teams been putting up on Utah, right? So with Gobert, 97, 96, 89, 103, 109. That's with Gobert. Houston is Houston. You know, James Harden, I remember that game. He went off. Without Gobert, Minnesota put up 109. Brooklyn put up 106. So they're giving up more points without Gobert. That's a fact, okay? So as we look at New York now, we look at usage. Porzingis, I think, is at the top of that list. He's like the #1 used guy right now in the NBA, right? So Porzingis usage rate, top of the list. There's nothing to question. So we got to consider some Porzingis when we're making our lineup today. Now, what's his price? $9K, which means this game against Cleveland was a bad game. Believe it or not, Cleveland is not that generous to big, so I'm not surprised. Cleveland not that generous. They're more generous to the guards, and we saw what the guards did. Every New York guard did well this game. Every single New York guard did well this game, right? So when we look at Porzingis, we see a 3, but there's no Gobert. Favors is there. I don't think Favors will contain him. So Porzingis, I'll say his floor is about 45, 5 times value, and his ceiling, let's call it 60, right? So 5 to 7. Let's put Porzingis. Oh man, I keep opening up the notes on the computer. Let's put Porzingis 5 to 7. Again, for these prices, I don't know, but we gotta really consider some Porzingis 5 to 7 times value. All right, and then let's the rest of the Knicks. I know Tim Hardaway's been on a tear, but the matchup is not there. It hasn't been much change with the Knicks. With Utah bigs, it's just really Gobert. So Nicolina and Jack, those guys don't impress me. Tim Hardaway. Let's look at other matchups that shouldn't have been good for him. Right, Cleveland, he went off. Sacramento. He should have did better. He had a bad shooting game. I could give him a pass. Orlando, that's a good one to do it. I'm trying to see if it's any tough matchup. Like this Houston one, not really. So Timmy, I could say I could give him a mid-30s floor, a 30 floor. So 5 with a 42, 5 to 7. Let's put Timmy on our list. 5 to 7 times. Timmy, 5 to 7 times value. Okay. And then when we're looking at I gotta move this because it's gonna confuse me. Let's put Draftkings in the front. When we're looking at the Knicks now, Courtney Lee for that price, I like Courtney Lee. No matter who he plays, he gives you a safe 5 times floor, and then he got some 30 upside, which is what for his price 4. That's 8 times value. Courtney Lee, I think, has 5 to 9 times value. So Courtney Lee is a person today that I would strongly consider for his price putting on my lineup, right? Because his upside, he has 5 to 8 times value. Just based on his price. It's about value and not just price per dollar. So I like Courtney Lee because of his value. His cheap. His price is just way too cheap. He's playing like 40 minutes a game. What is it? 37 minutes per game. 30. And his price is not going anywhere. He's taking double-digit shot attempts. He's gonna get you a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. You play a little defense. I don't see it hard for Courtney Lee. I don't see Courtney Lee being the reason you say, "Damn, I lost tonight." Courtney Lee is one of those players for 4K when you have all those powerful big names in your lineup and you just throw them in there just to pad the cushion a little bit. So Courtney Lee is very sneaky tonight for his price. All right. And then lastly, we look at some Enes Kanter. All right, for 6,600. He's fired up. Charlotte with Dwight Howard is a tough match. I'll give him a pass there. Indiana, Phoenix with no Gobert. I like Cantor. I say Cantor get me 5 to 7 times. 42 is reasonable. So Cantor 5 to 7 times value in my notebook today. Let's do some Cantor. Cantor 5 to 7 times value. All right. Then we go to the Utah side of the ball, and then we got to go back to our DVP tool, and let's see where the Knicks are with things, man. Point guard, last 5 games. Okay, they're a little bit generous with the point guard. Shooting guard, in the middle of the pack, small forward, middle of the pack, power forward. Nothing that says you have to attack the Knicks. They're not at the top in any specific column here, right? All right, now let's continue to look at the situation for Utah where they got some injuries. So Rubio, I'm not playing. I don't know if I could play Mitchell for this price either. I could say he's a 5 times floor, and he just put up 46, which is what? About 7 times? 7, 6, 42, 7 to 8 times. So 5 to 7 times value. And the Knicks could be a little like they play good defense, but then towards the end of the game, they don't know how to close out. So let's put Mitchell for 5 to 7 times value. There's a potential today, okay? And especially with the way Rubio's been struggling, they're handing over the and let's look at some usage as well. Let's consider some usage for Mitchell. Let's see. Oh man, top 15. So Mitchell is someone we gotta really consider. Top 15. Donovan Mitchell is top 15. He's coming off the bench. Now their leader is gone. You got to consider some Mitchell. Mitchell is in my radar now against New York. And then I don't think Derek Favors now he's at 5,600. He just dropped 5 times value. I'm not interested in Derek Favors tonight. I get it. I mean, what's this? 5 times? All right, let's see. He put up against Brooklyn, who sucks. New York bigs are pretty solid down there. Cantor's cleaning up the boards. Cantor could have did better against Cleveland. They benched him the whole 4th quarter. Okay. They're not going to bench him against Utah because there's no LeBron James. There's no sharp shooter where Cantor's a defensive liability at this point. So I see Cantor getting a lot of minutes tonight. I like Cantor tonight. Derek Favors I don't love, but we got to give him some credit. We can't use personal bias if we're looking at numbers, okay? The numbers suggest that Favors will get you 5 to 45. What's that? 9. 5 to 9. That's huge. That's huge numbers. So I got to consider Favors 5 to 9 times value on my list. All right. So far, Courtney Lee, Derek Favors are 2 people that stands out to me as like big paydays, big ceiling, safe floors, getting a lot of minutes, should have a lot of usage. All right. And that's it. That's it for that team. I don't think there's anybody else there that I'm really excited about. Shafalosha disappointed me the other day. How many minutes he played? 22. Thought I was kind of chasing at 31. I thought he would be the minutes guy. I don't even know who got the rest of that minutes. Maybe some Jerebko. Yeah, so Jerebko was the man to target. Again, I would just leave that situation alone between Jerebko, Shafalosha. Just it's not somewhere that I think we have to stoop to start throwing darts at those situations tonight. But Jerebko, what did he do? He pulled down some boards. The boards are going to be hard to come by with Cantor down there. He got into some foul trouble. For you to have 4 fouls and just playing 25 minutes, if Porzingis exert himself, even Cantor, that could be an issue. So he just got a little hot. 3 for 6 from 3-point range. He had the hot hand. They probably went with him. I'm not excited about Jerebko. I don't think Jerebko is something I need to change. So that's 2 games down, guys, and we got a list a pool of players to choose from. So what I'm pretty much doing first is eliminating all these players into my own players, and then I build my 2 lineups based on these players that I come by with today. All right, and take a little second check in with YouTube and see how you guys feel about this, the way that I'm approaching the lineups today. Cantor will eat without Gobert. Checks last 3 games. Cantor for sure. Love Cantor today. Last game, Taj Gibson went off against Utah. Love Cantor today. Cantor's a lock. He's too cheap. Trust me. I got Cantor. And I got him at some pretty high. What's his thing? 5 to 7. So Cantor's up there, man. We just got to see what else is available. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who are in good situations today. So Miami versus Washington. I don't like to target Miami, only in bigs in Washington. Anyway, let's start. So let's see where Washington has been generous. Let's look at our DVP. Let's see where Washington is in the last 5-game point guard. Washington has been pretty generous. Point guard wise, shooting guard. Let's see what we got with things here. They've been up there. They've been generous. So Washington don't seem to be playing a lot of bit of defense on the backcourt. On the wings, they're playing defense. It looks like the small forward says, "Don't touch me." Dead last in power forward in the last 5 games. I guess that's since Keith has been kind of back. I don't know. So the bigs, you want to stay away from attacking Washington bigs, which seems a little bit odd because that wasn't the case all season. I wonder if I put season long in, then what it would say about power forward against Washington. Because a couple of power forward chewed up Washington. Oh, so they're more close to the top. So it seems like with Keith now in the last 5 games, things have changed down in Washington a little bit. Or it could just be the matchups that they've played. We'll be able to check it out. Let's see who Washington played in the last 5 games while their bigs situation has been so weird looking. Let's see what kind of bigs they went up. Sacramento, Atlanta, Lakers. Not no one that would scream out to me with big stars. So maybe Keith is making a difference. Maybe Gortat getting less minutes is making a difference. Maybe that's why he's getting. Maybe Mike Scott coming in off the bench is making a difference. These are things we got to start considering. I like Mike Scott, by the way, tonight. But let's start with Miami. So we know that the guard situation is where you want to kind of take a jab at Washington. So we got some Dragic for 7K. I want to say his floor is just about 30, which is like 4 times value. I don't like that floor. I don't like Dragic's floor. He has some decent upside, but I won't put him on my notepad. I don't like his floor. Some waiters for 6K. Again, to have a floor in the 20s, I don't love that. I don't like his floors. And then as we get into the forwards, we know that they've been a little more tough. James Johnson in the teens, I don't like that. I don't like the floor. Whiteside for 8K. His floor is around 40. That's 5 times value. He can put up. We go 5 to 6. I haven't seen him in the 50s but once in an Orlando matchup. I don't think Miami's gonna let Washington. So let's put Whiteside at 5 to 6 times value in our little notebook. 5 to 6 times value for our boy Whiteside. That's the only Miami I'll consider. And then when we look back at our DVP tools for Miami, I don't think you're gonna see Miami on any of these lists because they play defense as a whole. Middle of the pack for point guards. Middle of the pack for 2 guards. I think they give it up to centers. And Gobert is not Gobert, but Miami not on the wings. You don't want to mess with them. You don't want to mess with Miami there. And then centers is, I think, where you would mess with Miami if you would. No, they're still down there. So Miami's not a team that you want to mess with like that. But you're not in the urgency to mess with or just want to attack. Well, with that says, though, Washington have some good players, some talented players. John Wall floor scares me. Bill for 7K. So Bill will get you 5 to 7/8 is how much? 56. I'll say 5 to 7 value for Bill. All right. Let's look at Bill, call it 5 to 7. I could consider some Bill. Very inconsistent, but for numbers' sake, he's worth putting on my list. So Bill 5 to 7. Otto for 6K. I don't like his floor. 20, 25. We don't want that. We don't want to mess around with that. Yes. Keith for 47. Still coming back from his injury. Hasn't really been in the game too much. I don't like his floor. I don't like that gamble. And then Gortat. It says green because Whiteside missed a lot of game, but as we saw, the last 5 games has not been consistent with these numbers. This is season long. We're looking at recent numbers, right? So let's just get out of this game. Let's keep it moving. Bradley Beal and Josh Richardson. Embiid did not go through shoot around. Savage is a lock if no Embiid. I won't say Savage is a lot. I would say Covington. No Embiid, I'm firing up on Covington. What's going on with Embiid? Let's check out our news. What the heck is going on with Embiid? We're not even there yet, but it's good to know because I had Embiid on my team. I might just have to go back to Drummond. And he's still scheduled to play. We don't know if it's injury related, just part of maintenance or another reason. After Monday, Embiid said he's still only about 50% to be fully back on the report. Still dealing with soreness, so it's possible he's just giving them on and off. For now, I expect him to be there, but DFS player may want to proceed with caution. Nah, Embiid is good to go, man. Doesn't seem convincing enough to me. That's why I check in with you guys, man. You guys are on it. But that's it. Let's continue with the breakdown, guys. Let's continue with the breakdown. Go ahead and like the video if you haven't liked it, man. Stop playing yourselves. Hit that thumbs up. Charlotte versus Cleveland. Now, everybody likes Kemba tonight. Everyone likes Kemba tonight. Let's see. Point guards, last 5 games. DVP on Draftkings. Cleveland is up there. They're not all the way up there. Because it's not the point guards that's the issue. It's their flipping 2-guard situation. Which sucks. But they're up there. So Kemba I could see. But let's go to the 2 guards. Cleveland, number 1. So maybe Kemba's not the guy we should be excited to play based on recent numbers. Maybe not Kemba. But number 1 for 2 guards, right? I don't know what's going on with Batum, but if Batum doesn't play and Jeremy Lamb plays, should we not fire up on some Jeremy Lamb? What's Jeremy Lamb usage been with those guys? Better yet, if Batum does come back, is he on minute restrictions? So there's some things to think about. I'm not too sold on Kemba yet, but we'll check it out. Small forward, Cleveland's up there. So 2 and 3s, we like Cleveland. Against the bigs, Cleveland are not up there. And then centers in the last 5 games, I can imagine Cleveland. We saw Cantor going to work on them, though, but Cleveland not too good. All right, so let's get back to the game and see. Kemba Walker. Let's look at other matchups that he's had, right? He's played Minnesota. Let's look at the DVP for Minnesota in the last 5 games, right? So Minnesota was a better matchup than Cleveland for Kemba Walker, according to the numbers and the stats, all right? And Kemba Walker in Minnesota put up only 26 points, all right? Okay? I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm not sold on him. Now, let's look at his floor. His floor's in the 20s, guys. He got 20 floor. I'm not impressed by Kemba Walker. I've seen his name all over the internet. I'm sure he'll be chalk today, but he's the kind of chalk that I'm going to say no thank you to tonight. I am all good with Kemba Walker. I'm never excited to play Kemba, and I don't think tonight is the night. I'm all set. I'm all good with that, okay? Malik Monk, I always like Malik Monk. I saw him play the Knicks, and he went crazy, but I'm going to use caution there. Nick Batum will return today. There was implication, but Hornets tweeted the news this morning, confirming that he'll make his debut after he took care. Batum, his minutes will be limited initially, so he's probably best to be avoided. That makes me not even interested in none of these guys, man. I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest. Jeremy Lamb, I would say yes, only because now let's look at DVP again, okay? Who gives it up to shooting guards? Cleveland and who else? Minnesota. Let's see what Jeremy Lamb did against Minnesota. I'm pretty sure he had a better game. Oh, nope. They got blown out. Minnesota. Jeremy Lamb, he went off against San Antonio. Yeah, I'm not sold on this game, man. I'm all set here, man. I'm all set. I'm all set with Charlotte versus Cleveland. Cleveland, I'm not chasing that. I know that Cleveland gives it up, but I'm not chasing that. I don't feel like Charlotte has the tools. With guys coming back and then having to work them into the rotation, uncertainties. Those are not things that I'm comfortable with when I'm picking a lineup, just dealing with. So I'm gonna stay away. But I can understand. There's valid arguments for Kemba Walker, and I get it. Not for me. For my 7K, I have other priorities. Okay, it's simple. Keeping it moving. Now let's see where Charlotte's First of all, let's see if it's even worth wasting the time. D-Wade, I don't like his floor. It scares me, especially with Batum coming back and all that and all that. I'm gonna use caution there, and then Corver hot and cool. Let me see. LeBron. Let's see. 11K for LeBron. 5 times value is what? 55. I mean, I'm good. I'm good off this game, man. He went to New York and look, he had a big game towards the end. He only pulled out. So what, 5 times value is like his ceiling. I don't see 66 in his last couple games. I'm not even guaranteed 6 times value. I'm all good. I'm not interested in this game. Kevin Love, maybe, but Kevin Love burned me already for the last time. I'm done. I'm leaving that game alone. I'm moving on. I'm just not too enthusiastic about it. I'm not enthusiastic about it. Charlotte 2 guard situation's a mess. Exactly. Batum playing up to 10 minutes a half. Yeah, that's just gonna cut into other people. 9 minutes. Which is more reason to go with Kemba and don't think twice. I thought more than twice. I'm not into that. Also versus LeBron, and it's on primetime TV. Still not sold. Boston was a tough matchup, and he dropped 44. Don't do everything off DVP, bro. I'll be honest, it's not just about DVP, but Kemba Walker kind of sucks, bro. I've never really understood why people are big on Kemba Walker. I'll spend some more time and look at it, but the kid is not really that great, man. Like he's going up against Jeff Teague and dropping 26 fantasy points. San Antonio barely. I mean, all right, whatever. All right, but he gets hot and cold. For 7K, I need 40 something, and I'm never guaranteed that. Okay. Look, like he'll play Milwaukee twice. One day he'll drop 36 on them, and then he'll drop 27 on them. I'm not sold on Kemba Walker. I'm sorry. I can't get myself to say yes on Kemba. It's too much of a gamble. For that 7K, I could feel a little more security with somebody else. And that's what I'm saying. All right. If you want me to go further, I would look at players in the 7K range. Okay. And look, I'd rather pay Marc Gasol against Indiana. All right. I'd rather play Bradley Beal, believe it or not. All right. I'd rather play McCollum against flipping Orlando. Me personally, I'd rather Jimmy Buckets. Look at these cheaper players that we got out here. Cantor. There's options, man. Don't pay 7K for any Kemba Walker. I'm not spending too much more time on it, man. I'm not sold on Kemba Walker, P. Right? I'm not. Oh, he's a home player. Is that what you're saying? Well, I'm good. I'm good, man. Check the splits. He's better at home. I get it. You guys are trying to sell me on Kemba. I'm just not comfortable with Kemba. I'm not. Oh boy, home games. He drops 44, and that's good. Okay, and then on the road he sucked at home. With Batum coming back, and I'm trying to get him in. I'm good, man. Let's wait. You can attack that. The next time they play Cleveland, I'll have a better feeling on him. But I'm okay. I'm not even considering. I'm keeping it moving. Indiana versus Memphis. Let's look at Memphis. What's going on with Michael? He did not practice, and he still should be considered questionable. What's going on with him? Achilles. Yeah, they're not gonna play him. If he didn't practice and he's still dealing with some Achilles stuff, they're not gonna play him. The Chalmers played 25 minutes, 29 for 3,800. Houston was a blowout. See, with teams like Houston and Golden State, you gotta be careful when you're picking players against them because those games get out of hand quite a bit. But let's see. What other games he got minutes in the 20s? Lakers, he did 22. Clippers, 26. Orlando, 27. I like that. Houston, 28. Okay. Dallas, 11. I'm interested in some 3,800 Mario Chalmers with no Conley. So for Chalmers, let's put him on our list for that price, 4K. Let's say his price is 5 times 20 if he starts his floor, and he can get you up to 30, man. Let's call him 5 to 7. Let's pump our brakes. 5 to 7 on some Conley. I've moved on from that whole Kemba talk. Conley 5 to 7 times, right? All right. Let's see this analyst. Let me entertain some more. analysis of Kemba. 60% of the time he gets 37 or more fantasy points. If he was to get over 35 every time, he'll be 9K. He will never be 9K because he's inconsistent. Evans is the plug with or without Conley. Evans 6.6 off the bench. Let's check out. Let's keep it going. Let's see if it's anything that screams at us again about Indiana. Anything that screams about Indiana in the last 5 games they played. So nothing for point guard screams, right? Nothing screams there. Nothing screams there. Oh, power forwards. Power forwards. Bigs against Indiana is what you're looking for. All right, let's continue. Let's get back to it. All right, so Chalmers, yes. Tyreke Evans, 6,600. This is my kind of guy now. All right. If you want to talk numbers with me, guys, all right, home and away splits and all that. This is what you call consistent. He could go on the road, he could come home, and he could still get me equal numbers no matter where he is. He gives me security. He gives me confidence. He makes me feel good about rostering him, okay? It's the type of players that I consider on a night-to-night basis. I don't want to hear when he's in Orlando, he's better than when he's in Philadelphia. I don't want to hear that. I want a guy that no matter where he is, he know how to play basketball. He's coming to ball out. Tyreke Evans is the kind of guy that I like to put into my thoughts, okay? Simple. Tyreke Evans, okay. Now, let's look at some usage. Let me see if he's up here. Tyreke. Top 30 off the bench. I could deal with that, especially when your starting point guard is out, all right? Let's look at where his numbers been. 40, 41, 38. He's 6.6K, so 5 times 6 is 30. So I say he's good for 6 to 6 8's what? 48. So 6 7's 42. 6 to 7, but very safe. So Tyreke Evans, 6 to 7 in my notepad. Love Tyreke tonight. It's gonna be hard for me not to play Tyreke, just so y'all know. So Tyreke Evans. What did I do? 6 to 7, right? Tyreke Evans, 6 to 7 times value. Consistent though. Consistent. All these guys are pretty consistent for what they're able to do. Right? Let's keep it. I don't mind that he comes off the bench. You know why? Because who come off the bench paying 33, 32, 32 minutes, 34. All right. So I don't care where. If that's even better that he's coming off the bench getting those minutes, because he's coming in against. He's a starting caliber kind of players coming in, going up against second units, and then he's gonna stay in. All right. He's gonna stay in, and he'll get. When the first unit come back, they're kind of winded from their first run. He's a little bit winded. I like Tyreke, man. I don't want to spend too much time with that. All right, let's keep it moving. And then Gasol. We know bigs against Indiana is what you want. For Gasol, Milwaukee bigs are what you want. I remember I was excited to play him that game. He only gave me this. I don't like his floor for his price. Again, another Kemba kind of guy. Let's look at his splits. Oh, he does better at home. Ooh, he just came from a long road trip, finally back at home. Let's see what he was doing before he left. 35 now. I'm not sold on Mark Gasol. With or without Conley, I'm good. I'm not sold on him, all right? Now, let's go to Indiana. Let's check DVP and see if it's anything that... Now, I don't solely rely on DVP. I just started using DVP 3 days ago, and that's my first 3-game winning streak since the beginning of the season when I started off hot. So it must mean that DVP is good for something, all right? That I finally start using numbers, and I've been successful. So, let's see what that say. Evans is an easy fade. Okay, you fade him, Oaktown. You see, Gasol is eating tonight. All right. Gasol ain't eating. Yeah, I don't know. Evans run the offense. All right. Evans is good to go. It's weird because when I give players that's consistent and put up numbers, you guys go, oh, that's a fade. But when I give players that's like, oh, his splits, and you got to find a convincing reason to rationalize in your brain to play them, then you're like, yeah, he's a lock. You crazy? He's going against the Cavs. You got to play him. But when I get you a consistent guy, then you tell me that he's a fade. I'm confused, guys. The numbers are not adding up, man. Your numbers are not adding up. Let's take a look at Memphis. Let's see if it's anything about Memphis. Memphis. Yeah, I don't see them on the top of anything. I don't see. So Memphis is pretty. Two guard situation. And with no Conley and Memphis, well, Chalmers play a little defense too. I know that. I know Chalmers is good for his defense, so nothing screams at me. But let's see what they got though. Indiana, Oladipo for 7K. I'm not into that. Lance Stevenson for 3,500. He's been stepping it up, but them 12s and 17s have pissed me off tonight. Trust me, I'll be pissed at midnight doing stuff at my computer. Thad Young for 57. I'm good. And then with this center, I'm not challenging Gasol. Donald, so I'm good off that game. Tyreek Evans, and that's it, man. Oklahoma versus Chicago. Oklahoma has some injury implication here. Steve Adams is going to be sidelined. He's out, okay? This Jay Johnson guy got some minutes, but still can't do much with it. So I'm not into that really. Patterson for 3K. Really, he's been getting minutes in the 20s, hasn't really been doing much. Now I see why a lot of people had Jeremy Grant. Let me explain something to you guys, right? I love Jeremy Grant. You guys know that I've been playing Jeremy Grant almost every day when he was 3,500. He was the go-to guy for that, for sure, 15 to 20 points. The go-to. I was excited about it. But Jeremy Grant for 43K, nothing screams at me about that, okay? Yes, he's going to get 30 minutes against Chicago. It doesn't scream at me. It doesn't scream. But he makes the list because it's definitely worth some consideration. So I'm gonna see where Chicago ranks in the DVP. But 4,300 Jeremy Graham just doesn't yell at me. It's not cool. It's not cool. But let's see. Let's look at our DVP tool and see where Jeremy Grant would who is it? Chicago. So Chicago is giving up a lot to point guard in the last 5 games. A lot. So that might make us feel good about Russ Westbrook. I don't know. For two guards, I don't see the Bulls up here too much. Small forward. Yeah, I don't see the Bulls. Power forward. Up there a little bit. Centers. I don't know. All right. So nothing screaming as far as DVP. So Grant's for 4K, getting 30 minutes. He got 34 against Dallas. Dallas is one of the number one teams to give it up to bigs, right? If I'm not mistaken. Centers. Dallas should be up here. I don't know. They're not. Where do they have Dallas? I know every time I watch a DVP matchup, I see people go to Dallas and I can't find Dallas. Let's see what Dallas is. They got them down towards the end of the spectrum. What about power forwards? Dallas is pretty up there. So I'm gonna give him 5 to 6. I think mid-20s. 5. What's 7 times 4? 28. 5 to 6 for Jeremy Grant. Nothing screams about Jeremy Grant. Not a 4K Grant, but 5 to 7 for Grant. Jeremy Grant. 5 to 7 times value. My boy Grant. Nothing really yells at me. I'm not too excited about it. Westbrook for 11,000 in a good matchup. Look, all these 40s and 30s, especially. We're not spending enough for Westbrook right now. Felton, not right now. Paul George for 8K. I think this is my biggest, most favorite play of the night, with no Steven Adams and a doubtful Carmelo Anthony against a Chicago team who got a little bit of fight in them, especially now that they power forward back from suspension. He got a little bit of fight in him. Love Paul George, right? So in the 2 games that he's been playing without those guys, playing 40-something minutes for 8K, 60 and 70. 8.5 is how much? 40? I want to say 40 I'm gonna give him 5 to how much times 8 going to 68? 8, 64. 8 9s is 72. So let's call it 5 to 8. Let's be realistic, man. Let's call Paul George 5 to 8 tonight. Love Paul George tonight. One of my favorite plays. 5 to 8 times value. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I saw somebody said about Melo playing. I think they said that he was upgraded, but it's still questionable. He said he was in some pain. But even with Melo, didn't Melo play when he last played on the 10th? When did Paul George play? Dropped that 70. I think it was the 10th, right? Yeah, Melo played when Paul George dropped 70. It's not Melo. It's the fact that with no Steven Adams, Paul George becomes bigger than anything else because he has to play more. He's just the usage, right? We're talking about usage. With no, I wish there was like a last 5 game usage tool, but without Steven Adams, his usage increases. And Melo played and he still dropped 70 on the Clippers, who I guess their defender's been out, but Paul George is good, man. I don't care about Melo that much. Without Melo, even better, but with Melo, I'm not really too alarmed. And that's it. That's it for Oakland for that game, right? So we're getting there, man. We got through what 6 games? How many to go? 5. So we're halfway through. Let's talk YouTube. Let's talk. The Cavs DVP versus point guard is good because they haven't played a good point guard, bro. Yeah, and they're not playing a great point guard tonight. Is Kemba Walker a Hall of Fame candidate? Would you guys consider Kemba Walker a Hall of Fame candidate? That's a good question. These are the type of arguments that I have with my brother all the time because I don't know. I'm really surprised that people are really excited about Kemba Walker's game. It's just unbelievable. As a matter of fact, the other day I think we had this similar argument where people were hyped about Kemba. I think he's playing like the Knicks, or must play. He went and dropped barely 40. It's whack. And I said the same thing. I'm not into that. I'm not playing Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
Quick question. Is Kemba Walker, in your opinion, Hall of Fame discussion?
Kemba Walker's been in the league for how many years?
I don't know.
No.
You said no?
No.
All right, that's it. I just wanted to know. I don't know. I guess he's playing the Cavaliers tonight. And a lot of people on the internet feel like I must put him on my fantasy team because the Cavs sucks against guards. Granted, they do. But I just don't feel like Kemba Walker is that type of a player that I must say has the potential to go off against whoever he plays. You know what I mean? I guess he's that.
But the Cavs, who the Cavs going to use to guard him? Wade?
They don't really have anyone to guard him. I think he guards himself. He kind of holds himself back. And then they have Nick Batum coming back. Nick Batum has to get in the mix of things a little bit. He's been out for a little bit. So
everybody says he's a must start because I guess of who they're playing. Everybody's just playing the matchup.
Right. That's exactly what it is, just a matchup. But I don't see him as like
so what's your other option at guard?
It's 11 games tonight. I have a slew of options, but they're just so adamant that Kemba Walker is the one. You know? I just wanted to call to just see if I'm bugging because I didn't think Kemba Walker was like that player that like you know.
It's the matchup. The Cavs defense is bad.
Yes, I know that. That's how I know. But all right, I'm doing this live show. I'll call you back. All right, man. I'm off that Kemba Walker shit. Minnesota versus San Antonio. Evans runs the defense. Cavs. People have been off Ish Smith all year. I'm like, oh yeah, I had Ish Smith just to give you guys a peep of the lineup that I kind of threw together when I was bored. Ish Smith, Tim Hardaway, Tyreek Evans, Favors, Embiid, Bazemore, PG, Caldwell Pope. Tentative. I didn't break it down. I didn't put numbers. That was just me off of just looking at it. Love Ish Smith though. Definitely love me some Ish Smith. I've seen that he's more involved as of late. I like that. All right. Let's see what else y'all talking about. If Collison can get 40, then Kemba can. All right. I'm off that. I'm done, man. I'm done. Melo questionable. Sounds like he will play. Cephalosha value now. I'm not into Cephalosha tonight. George or Porzingis? I would say Paul George. I like Paul George over Porzingis. Just off experience alone. Porzingis could be a little bit hot and cold, and it's cold for his price. I think Zingis has a lower floor. I don't know. The usage for Zingis is unbelievable. When Kemba goes nuts tonight, it's a wrap for you. Oh man. San Antonio versus Minnesota. Let's see what screams about San Antonio. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just not risking that. I'm not risky like that. I'm not into that. No flipping Kemba in my wall. San Antonio doesn't scream anything. The last 5 games, let's see, they're not on top of anything. So he'll go off tonight, and I gotta hear your mouth tomorrow. Oh, Kemba Walker, I told you. But I'm still gonna be 300 tonight. Watch. I'm not into the Kembas, man. No Kemba for me. So San Antonio doesn't. The only thing that yells about San Antonio to me is that they played last night. So I won't be surprised if like Gasol last minute rest or something of that nature. But let's check out Minnesota. Right? So Jeff Teague, I'm good, man. What has he been doing? He's been hot and cold. I rostered him and he disappointed me. I'm not into that. Jimmy Butler, what, 2 games now? Back-to-back games in the 40s. Just giving a lot of people some expectations on a team coming off the back-to-back. What is he doing? He's getting his assists up, his defensive numbers up, his points are up. He's taking what now? It's 12 to 17 shots. Jimmy Butler is worth some consideration. I say he's good for. See, those flaws scare me. But this was a blowout. So was this. Dallas. That was a kind of a blowout. 1 for 7. He's too inconsistent. For 7K, I would say 5 to 6 times value. I'll put him in the book, but I don't know. I'll take other people before him. 5 to 6 times value for Jimmy Buckets. 5 to 6 times value. Wiggins, Crawford, Bielitsa. No Wiggins. Taj Gibson for 5K. Again, man, Taj Gibson just continues to be. I don't like to mess with bigs against San Antonio. I'm not big. What is it? He can get you 5 to 7 times value. I'll consider him just off of being fair. But Taj Gibson 5 to 7 value. Taj Gibson 5 to 7 value. And then Cat for 8,800. No, I mean what you might get 50, which is what, less than 6, just about 6 times value. But then you won't even get 5 times value. You'll be in the 30s somewhere. At San Antonio, bigs against them could be just not really interested. All right, and let's go on the San Antonio side. 4K Mills. Last night, Patty Mills went off. Let's look at our DVP. Point guards. I watch Minnesota's like top. All right, Minnesota's up there. It's up there. Up top 5. So for the 2 guards. I guess Jimmy Butler's defense this year is not like it has been. So guards, right? Guards against Minnesota is what we want on a back-to-back. He played 30 minutes against Dallas. They pulled a win out. Well, he did. 4 steals. So if you take away 8, that's still 30. So that's good. He went 4 for 9 from downtown. He went 4 for 11 the day before against Milwaukee. This game was a blowout. He didn't have to play too many minutes. I don't see him blowing out Minnesota. I think this game's gonna be gritty. I like Patty Mills, man. I think he could put out 20. 5, call it 5 to 30 is how much? It's 8? 8 5s are 40. Oh, 8. No, hold on a second. 8 4s are 32. And he dropped what, 37? So that's 9. 36 is his peak. So 5 to 9 times value, man. Patty Mills is pretty solid getting this start. Like Mills, 5 to 9 times value. I think Mills is worth some consideration. I'll play Mills over Kemba Walker anything. Patty Mills, 5 to 9 times value. Forbes, I like Forbes games, but I don't know. When Forbes get hot, though, he's something else, but he's just a risk. It's not worth taking. Danny Green, what did he do last night? He struggled. And with somebody with his kind of veteran status, I don't see Pop being excited to. How much did Murray win last night? 20 minutes? Murray kind of got his mojo coming back, right? 4 for 7, grabbing rebounds. He put up 31 against Chicago. Murray could be sneaky on the back-to-back. Pop might feel like he want to flip the minutes between Murray. What Murray did last night? 20, which is what? Less than 5 times value. Call it 5 to 6 times value for Murray. I don't know. If I play Murray, I'm definitely playing Mills, and I don't see me putting both in my line. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Ginobili is always good, but not on the back-to-back. What did Rudy do last night? Anything? I don't understand that, man. Rudy should be starting with no Kawhi. I'm sorry, guys. Rudy Gay is a good player. I like him. Kyle Anderson for 4,500. Always got to get some consideration. The amount of minutes he plays and when he doesn't, 25 minutes he does good. Look, what's that? 5 to 7. 7-4 is 28. Call him Kyle Anderson 5 to 7. Kyle Anderson 5 to 7 times value. Kyle Anderson 5 to 7 times value. Kyle Anderson, I like it. Aldridge. We got to give him a pass in Chicago because that was a blowout. I don't see a blowout tonight. So 8-5. So he got 5 to 6 times value. Solid. He'll get you anywhere from 5 to 6. Solid. I like bigs against Minnesota, even though the numbers say different. I do. 5 to 6. And Gasol on the back-to-back is a little bit tough to swallow. 5 to 6 for our boy Aldridge. Oh, but however you spell his name, 5 to 6 times, right? Oh boy. That's it. That's that game. I'm excited to hear what you guys are talking about. Kemba is safe for 40, bro. He's a lot. Just too cheap versus Cab. Kemba, everybody likes Kemba. I'm not doing that. Can't look at pass. He runs the offense now. Minnesota defense is horrible. Valentine. What's his usage rate? 33. 33. Let me see something for a second. Charlotte. Kemba. Dwight Howard. The two Charlotte usage. Look at that. I'm not sold, man. I'm not sold on Kemba. But and another reason for Kemba to be mega chalk is a reason for me to fade him. I'm fading Kemba tonight. I love mega chalk Kemba as a fade option, personally. I'm good. For Kemba to be mega chalk, I'll take my chance. I'm paying 7K for Kemba. I'm not doing that. Even though he dropped 40 in Boston, that's good. I mean, he can't shoot. I like people who can shoot. 5 for 19, 4 for 15, 4 for 12. All right, he shot well this game. Yo, I'm good. He took 25 shots against Orlando. Oh, yeah, the big 63. So you might get that out of Kemba tonight. Mega chalk Kemba, I pass though. I'm not. I can't believe I keep going back into Kemba Walker. I can't believe it. Seriously. Let's keep it going though. Let's keep it going. Detroit versus Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Let's see what Detroit do. I guess the two guards, they're pretty up there. So the two guards seems to be the one that's yelling. Middleton's game, maybe? Nah, not for that price. Too hot and cold. Brogdon plays a lot of two now, though. But with Bledsoe, I'm just not so. I'm gonna stay away from that whole situation. Giannis for 11K. I'm not into that tonight. And yes, he'll get you 5 to 6 times value, but just not gonna pay up for Giannis tonight. I can't do that. I can't do it. So this is way too much money. Henson. So Henson started 3 games, right? What happened against the Lakers? I guess he was in foul trouble. What does I think I got some interest again in Henson. Centers against who they playing? I drew a blank. Detroit. just don't do it. I guess that just don't do it. So I won't even think about it. I won't think about it. Same could be said for Memphis though. He went off. Well, he got 8 rebounds, so we know he's grabbing rebounds. It's the points coming for him tonight. I don't know. I'm just not gonna. I mean, it's just too risky. On the Detroit side, all right. Reggie Jackson, never. Avery Bradley, Ish Smith, I like. Ish Smith in the last 10 games averaging 26 points, guys. He's 3.7K. Are you kidding me? All right. Let's see this DVP tool. Point guards against Milwaukee Bucks in the last 5 games since Bledsoe has arrived. All right. So with so much value like Ish Smith, you guys want me to play Kemba? Come on, get some Ish Smith and be happy. But let's see who he's doing. Miami's a good defense. He dropped 26 on them. Atlanta's a given. Indiana plays okay. 18. So he's good for 6 to 10 times value. Ish Smith might be a lot. I saw that earlier, and I'm gonna stick to it. Ish Smith for 5 to 10 times value. I'm big on Ish Smith today. Ish Smith, 5 to 10 times value. So that's some good guard value. Got some good guard value coming out of it today. Ish Smith. Pay down on your guards, man. Get a nice 2 guard and a point guard for cheap. Get yourself some bigs that'll get you 20 and 20. One is coming up real quick. All right. And then Avery Bradley for 6K. 6K is like his ceiling. There's not enough upside past that. And with Stanley Johnson and those guys coming back, I want to say that Tobias is good to go, but this Milwaukee team on the wings are pretty long, and Tobias is gonna have a hard time with Johnson and those guys. So I'm gonna use caution. Andre Drummond, though, woo, he had a day off against Miami, but other than that, we could say 5 times. 45 is a walk in the park. 6 times value is what, 54, and that's pretty much his ceiling. So 5 to 6. I'm not really too enthusiastic about it because there's no upsides. Paying 9K for Drummond is kind of weird, but 5 to 6 for Drummond. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff, right? That's it. That's it for that game. YouTube, talk to me, man. Embiid or Porzingis? I think I spoke about that. Porzingis, Porzingis is the number 1 usage guy, man. I don't know, but it's the Lakers. Embiid, pretty for some Whiteside over Embiid. I can't say yes to that. Embiid over and Porzingis, that's a better argument. Ish Smith or Mills? I would say Ish Smith just because Mills just played 30 minutes last night. He's a human being. His body is going to feel some type of way about that, but it's both good consideration. Ish Smith. I like Ish. I played Ish Smith. I played Ish every slate at 3%. I love Whiteside, but I'm liking Nurkic against Vooch. Defense even more for the Nurkic's been going through something. Drummond shot 14 free throws last game against the Bucks, and he made 14. Yeah, man, Drummond's something special. The thing with Drummond is he's consistent. Look, he played in 27 minutes. He dropped 50. It's gonna be hard not to play Drummond, man. Drummond against Milwaukee. Ooh, it's like rebound galore. Every time Antetokounmpo come in and do one of those weird shots that he think because he's like 8 foot athletic, and that's like cleaning up the board for Drummond. Drummond is gonna eat tonight. Love Drummond. All right, New Orleans versus Toronto. We're getting there. The lineup building will start soon. Let's see what Toronto plays defense, man. Let's see what Toronto gives up. I don't think in any position they're gonna be top 10. Oh yeah, they do. 2 guard. And they're decent defender. Oh, DeRozan. He doesn't really play defense like that, right? And he just played last night. Exerted himself. Toronto centers. All right, so 2 guards is where it kind of yells at me a little bit. Who's New Orleans 2 guard? You know, these guys in New Orleans been hot and cold, but when they hot, they stay. They'll take you where you want to be. Etuan Moore, he has a very good matchup tonight against So Rondo's playing about 10 minutes or half, I guess. I'm not excited about Rondo yet. I will be. Now Etuan Moore playing what? How many minutes a game? Mid to upper 30s, right? He's scoring, man. He's taking 12 shots, 18 shots. He can shoot. He's not like Milwaukee. You'll never see him go. He went 1 for 7. I'll take it back. He went 1 for 7. But he can shoot. And not really big on the long ball. His usage is not going to be that great. His matchup is Etuan Moore. I want to say I'll give him a floor of 20 again in a good matchup on the team coming off a back-to-back, getting those minutes. With Rondo back though, they might be playing Drew at the 2. He might go to the bench, right? Let's stay off of Etuan Moore. I don't think Etuan, he can win me a tournament, but with Rondo back, I'm a little bit concerned. Atlanta's a team that we know give it up. Toronto, he just played them and dropped 32 on them. It's just that with Rondo back, I don't know how who's that gonna hurt. Let's take a look at their depth charts real quick. So Rondo, and then they might want to do the Rondo and Drew thing. Then Etuan Moore is on the wing too. Etuan Moore is good, man. I'm gonna call Etuan Moore a 5 to 8 times value. Etuan Moore 5 to 8. Etuan Moore, I'm gonna put on my notebook. Etuan Moore. E-Moore, because I don't know how to do Etuan. E-Moore 5 to 8. E-Moore 5 to 8. These are the values that we always miss. And that's why I said today I'm just going to make a list because these are what inhabit visual. I want to see a visual. When you see somebody with 10 times here or 9 times here, that stands out, right? 8 times for Courtney Lee, 8 times for Paul George, 8 times for Etuan Moore. That stands out when you're looking at a visual from this perspective. When you're just going through games and pulling people over you, you're kind of losing track of other players that you consider. So just a new approach today. See how it works at the end of the night for us, all right? Etuan Moore I like Etuan Moore. Cunningham getting minutes? Jeez. Guy sucks. And then they're bigs, of course. Boogie AD for 10-5. We see he landing a 40 a couple times in the last 10 games. And tonight's not a night I'm paying up for any of these guys. If I do, I doubt it. They just played Toronto. He only dropped 50. What did Davis do that game? 38. It's just not. I'm not really interested. Etuan Moore. I'm interested, and I'm going to keep it moving. All right. Portland versus Orlando. Oh, I got to check in. I made a lot of accusation. PG price tag went up. Of course. Rondo will get about 15 minutes. What's that, about 8 minutes a half? Yeah, I don't think Etuan Moore is threatened right there. DeRozan went off. Oh, I didn't do Toronto? I didn't. I'm bugging. Let's get to that Toronto. I'm bugging. Point guard, Lowry for 7K. And you know what's funny? I'd rather play Lowry than Kemba tonight. I'm not gonna play either one, but that's real facts. I can't. I'll be lying. I can't genuinely say that. No. Because they both just Kemba last night put up this guy here 7.6. I'd rather DeRozan than Kemba, and I could say that for a fact. So DeRozan went to Toronto and dropped 50 on him. I think he's good for 5 to 7. Let's put DeRozan 5 to 7 because he can get you mid 40s, maybe into the 50s. He's coming off of a back-to-back. When was his last back-to-back? Let's see how he handled it. 30th of November. No, he hasn't played any back-to-back. 27, 31, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14. Hasn't played any back-to-backs. Jeez, that's going to scare me. And they won. And they went from Houston to New Orleans. Not a long flight. He went to the line. He goes to the line quite a bit. He's a guy that's attacking. 5 to 7 for DeRozan. That's fair. I'll give DeRozan some 5 to 7. DeRozan. This is the back-to-back, man. Only thing, if he's coming off rest, I'll probably lock in some DeRozan. We know that the DVP tool says that The DVP says that two guards is to attack, and then his usage is up. It's like there's no reason not to play DeRozan tonight. He's top 10 in usage, number 8. So the usage plays out, the DVP plays out. The back-to-back is the only thing worrying me. But DeRozan is the type of guy that I don't like to play too much, but based on numbers and analysis, you have to consider DeRozan. He's one of those players that I've been missing out on those days when I don't do too well because I'm too much into who I like and who I don't like, and I'm not looking at analysis. So DeRozan stands out for sure. DeRozan stands out. If Powell misses, am I back on CJ Miles? Yes, definitely. Okay, definitely. He lit up Houston last night. He was actually the reason they won. He came out, he caught fire. He dropped 19 points on them. Is Powell gonna miss though? What's going on with Powell? Hip. It was observed Monday. He won't play Tuesday. The Raptors play Wednesday. Those possibly could miss that contest as well. I think he'll miss it. And that just makes me like DeRozan more. I'm not going to go chasing Powell. I already got enough 3K values off the bench. But if Powell starts, if CJ Miles starts, that makes me very interested, man. But the Anunoby guy, even better, because he took the start, right? For Powell, not CJ Miles. He took the start. And this guy could shoot, okay? 2 for 3, 2 for but he's playing 30 minutes, putting up 23 points against Houston. He's a hack, though, right? Playing 20 minutes, 4 fouls. I don't know about that Anunoby. I don't know about the OG, big OG. This makes me like DeRozan, man. I think DeRozan might make my final lineup tonight. I'm all in on DeRozan. DeRozan, to me, is who Kemba is to you guys. I don't like playing him, but he's in a good spot with some injury implications. I don't see why I wouldn't play DeRozan. But DeRozan, how many minutes he played last night? 33, 34. Got some rebounds, some assists, some steals. He playing OD. I could stomach some DeRozan tonight. And then these bigs suck. Serge Ibaka in the casket to me. What's up with Valanciunas? What are they doing? Who are they playing? I don't understand. Is it Poto? How many minutes are they giving him? He's not getting a lot. Who are they giving these minutes to? Nogueira? Oh, no, he only got 5 minutes. Sheekum? Yeah, Sheekum is playing. He's getting 19, 20 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I guess Anunoby. Yeah, I'll stop at DeRozan and keep it moving off that one. If you play Drummond, you're a donkey. Mitchell or Evans? Evans or Mitchell. Both. I think both, man. If you play Drummond, you're a donkey. DDR is way too cheap for the up-tempo matchup, yeah. Moore been solid, yeah. Holiday playing 2 guard tonight. But still, Moore played a 3. Still like Moore. Drew dropped 55 plus last time. Yeah, I don't know if I'll chase that one, though. Do I like George Hill a little bit? I did say I do, but I like the rookie more. Toronto hasn't played a back-to-back. I noticed that, but they won last night, so they should still have a bunch of energy. I like Chalmers. Yep, J.J. Redick is a lock. I don't know. Who can stop DeRozan? Tyreek Evans, back-to-back, though, on the road. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the same thing I'm feeling, Josh. I'm like, yeah, I like. Are you talking about Evans? No, I like Evans. Evans good to go. But Evans on a back-to-back is something even more than DeRozan to be concerned about because he's been having a lot of injury implications, and that's why he doesn't even start. I think it's because of health, and his health hasn't been the best, but he's been healthy. I'm sure they want to keep him healthy. But no Conley, I don't know. Back-to-back travel, I get it. I feel like MB is going to play limited minutes. I don't know. I just read something saying that he's going to play. Randolph might be good value tonight. I like OG again. $1,000 too much to leave remaining in cash. It's never an amount that's too much because I've added up the total salary for these shock lineups that tend to hit the top, and sometimes they leave like $1,500, $2,000. I've seen like $2,500 left and won a tournament. So It's never too much to leave, man. Just do the math. How much you expect a person to get, and if it adds up over 300, play it, man. Don't look at these salaries. Don't get all caught up into that. I don't like to leave it because it's all psychology and psychiatry with this DFS thing. But lineups has been winning without you spending up on the salary. So I won't say there's anything that's too much to spend. All right. Let's keep it going though. Portland versus Orlando. Everybody was big on Lillard that last game. What he do? Yeah, Lillard's just not somebody I'm always excited to play. But let's look at Orlando on our tool. With the value that's out, I don't know if Lillard would be somebody to play. It's worth it for me. The last 5, Orlando hasn't even been too generous. 2 guard, nothing else. 3, 4. The 4 in the last 5 games. The 4 and the 5. The 4 and the 5, guys, is what we're looking at here. Lillard and McCollum for 7K. I'm not gonna do it to myself. Let's check out who's on the 4. So Swanigan guy is like the ugliest kid I've ever seen. Have you guys seen him? No homo. He's like some good laughs. Hold on, let's see. Swanigan images. This is bad. He looks like I got hoes in Atlanta. Whatever that rapper name is. Thunder. Get him out of here. Yeah. All right. Vonleh. Now I like Vonleh, but with the value that's out tonight, I'll be a fool to be at the end of the night pissed off that I got Vonleh in my lineup. Nurkic had some good matchups that he didn't take advantage of. He went to Brooklyn, he didn't do anything. All right. How many nights I go in thinking Nurkic is a lock, and I end up coming out feeling like crap. This price is way too cheap, and I've been saying it. What's up with his usage? Is that what it is? I don't know what's going on with Nurkic, man. I want to play him, but I can't keep. Look, his usage is up there. Can't keep getting burned by Nurkic, man. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on me. Whatever. He's not fooling. I don't feel the need to. I don't want to play him. I got other centers and Drummond and Embiid, other options that I don't feel like I have to go there. So I'm all set there. Let's see where Portland ranks high at, giving it up. Point guards. Nope. 2 guards. Nope. 3 guards. Portland on the wing. That's strange in the last 5 games. Let's say small forwards against Portland. All right. Does that mean that we like our boy's been in a slump. I thought he was super consistent, but he's been in a slump. Elf for 67. I might like that against what's his name? Defense. I might like Elf against Dame Dollar. That late night. Leave it alone though. Fournier has been going through something. I don't know what it is. He hasn't touched 30, so I gotta use some caution. Aaron Gordon though. Not for 7K. Nah. I'm good. I'm good there. I'm good. Then the big game everybody's talking about. Lakers, Philly. I like that Lakers in the West Coast because all their home games are like late night hammers, and the matchup for them is always good. So people always love chasing those games, and it's always good times. Let's check out YouTube. Embiid missed shoot around. Oh, I just wanted to update you guys. So updating that, Embiid he will play against the Lakers. There's still nowhere why. Maybe the Sixers will just keep taking it easy on him. But he played 36 minutes in a thrilling win versus Clippers. He likes LA, and after that game, he said that he's not close to 100% yet. He may not play 36 tonight, but get him in your lineup in that favorable matchup. All right. Let's see how favorable it is. Right now, we're gonna start with Philly. Let's see what Philly. So Philly gives it up to bigs. Clearly, we know that. 4s, no. 3s, no. Twos. Oh, they gave up the twos. And ones. Ones and twos for Philly. Let's check out our Lakers squad, see what they got going on. See what our Lakers squad got going on. Lonzo, I'm not into that. I chased the other day and I got the hammer. I can't wait for Lonzo to decide when he wants to play ball. Not into that. Clarkson, on the other hand, they're pretty good. Milwaukee. It could be him or Lonzo. One of them will have a big game. If one's hot, the other one stays on the bench. And I'm not playing this guesswork today. I'm not doing that. Can't do that. Caldwell Pope, though, has been consistent with his minutes and everything else that comes in between. But I'm not going there. Good. A 6K Kuzma is like, no, you don't want that. So Clarkson is the only Laker that I'm really like watching, and Brook Lopez, of course. Any center against Sixers, you got to play. Thing with Brook, though, I don't know about his minutes. It seems that at home, he'll get more minutes, right? In his home games, he gets more minutes. He does better for 5. I like Brook Lopez. Just that he's a center, and I'm really going to be careful with my center options. All right. But Brook Lopez go on our list. Let's put Brook on our list. I haven't messed with my list in a little minute. Let's put some Brook Lopez on our list. Brolo, 5K. I'll give him 20. I'll give him 5, 7K, and then I want to put Clarkson. How much did he cost? I'm leaving Clarkson alone. I don't like his floor. His floor scares me. All right. Now Philly. Embiid for 8,600. You got to play that, man. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. What happens when he plays closer to 20s though? This Golden State, remember, everybody gets a pass against Golden State. But other than that, he's been consistent for 5 times value, and he can get you in the 56, which is what, 8 7s, 56, 8 7, huh? It's 54. 8 times 7 is what, 56, right? So 5 to 7 for Embiid. Let's not waste too much time. Embiid 5 to 7K. Embiid 5 to 7. Saric burned me bad. He played the minutes. That's the thing I don't get. He went 1 for 8. That's why I hate this thing here sometimes, bro. The day I play him saying he's so consistent, the guy comes out and shoot 1 for 8, man. Who shoots 0 for 5? Guy, you could shoot. Come on. Saric took me out the. I won that day, but jeez, man. With that said, no Saric, all right? No Saric. Ben Simmons for 9K is a no for me. Not for 30s and 40s. I don't care about the matchup, how good it is. I'm not doing it. I'll go Embiid. I'm not doing Simmons right now. I'm good. Though I think Simmons will get a lot of rebounds tonight. But even when he gets rebounds and assists, I'm just not sold. I'm not sold on Simmons. Can't do it. With no Pat Beverly, you can't go into LA and do work. You're playing against like flipping Lou Williams defense, and you can't get 50 fantasy points. I'm not sold on that. Redick, I always like Redick. I don't know. The guy that I really like here for 6K is Loco. In the last 10 days, he's averaging 6 times value. Twice he's been into the 40s. Once he's been in the 20s. We can give him a pass. Golden State gets the pass. Everything else 30s, 30s. He's playing against the Lakers. Loco today, I think I think his floor is 6 times value, man. I think he gets 36, but let's call it 6 to. Man, Wilco is good to go, man. Wilco 6 to 8 times value, 6 to 9, right? Because 9-6 is 54. So Wilco 6 to 9 times value. I'm not even gonna think too much about it. I love me some Wilco. 6 to 9 for some Wilco. Covington 6 to 9K. And that's it, man. I think I broke it down, deciphered it, chopped it up. I think I'm ready. We're gonna make 2. We're gonna make 2 lineups because that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing 2 lineups. Oh, let's stretch. Kemba Walker is the biggest fade of the day. And let's see how you guys feel. All right. Locks. KCP is a lock? No. No. Clarkson? No. KCP over Clarkson. KCP will get you better numbers. KCP, Jared, you said it perfect. He's never a lock, but he's a good player. I agree. I like Brook Lopez and GPP. Yeah, Brook Lopez is in a good spot, man. Embiid and Ball's dad got beef on Twitter. I don't care about that. Talking about basketball. I'm not picking Ball. I might pick Embiid. Embiid can get 40 without trying in 25 minutes against Lopez. The thing is, though, Sanders hasn't been doing good against the Lakers. I don't know why it says that. What's the DVP tool says for Sanders against the Lakers? Brook Lopez, he pulls them out, man. Look, they haven't been doing that great against the Lakers. Look, all the way down here. Brook Lopez is a perimeter guy, so it's not a lot of rebounds for centers that go against that team, man. And I don't know how I feel about that. That's why. Oh, you mean Lopez against I don't know how I feel about Embiid, especially that they got some stuff going on with shoot around and all that. It's just distracting me from my focus. I'll be playing Saric. Good for you. I'll be playing Rocco. We'll talk about it later when it's all said and done. Everybody likes Saric tonight. That's cool. He's expected to play good. I'd also play Drummond. His camera guy told me he's playing. Did Ball's dad write Trump a thank you letter yet? I heard that on TV today. Trump did which to me, my opinion on that is so different. For one, why politicians, people above the law now, based on their status and communities, can a politician vouch for you to come out of jail and walk? Is that morally correct? Is that legal? Would that happen in America? Will Trump okay that? Are we opening up the doors to like different stuff that? Let me not even touch that, man. Milwaukee is allergic to rebounding. 9K, he gets you 55. Okay. Have you seen him play? 9K is not a place for a game. And he gets 2 fouls early in the game. Rather go impede. I like Harris to get more than Drummond. All right, guys. Time to build our lineup. All right. Let's go to the notepad. Let's look at upside now. All right, guys, a big upside. I got a 10 next to Ish Smith. All right. So I'm going to throw Ish in my lineup for starters. Right, I got 10 next to Ish Smith. Upside is there. You just see his floor. Been getting minutes, 20 minutes a game. His floor is solid. He's not going to. I don't think I regret playing Ish Smith today. I like his upside, right? Let's go back to my notebook. Who else is his 10 times upside? Nobody. Any 9 time? I got Covington with some 9 times upside. And I got, that's it? I thought that's right. And Favors. Covington and Favors for 9 side up times. I'm going to throw some Covington in my lineup. Some Covington. Book. And I'm going to throw some Favors. Oh, in New York, man. Even on a bad game, he got his 5 times floor. So his floor is safe. He was 1 point away from a double-double. He took how many shots? He didn't get to the line. It was Brooklyn. He went off for 40. Oh, my God. Let me see what my site says, too. I didn't even look at my resource, whole video. Where's my resource right here? Who do they like for valuable centers? They got Saric. They like Saric tonight. Everybody likes Saric. Yeah, they don't have any Yeah, man. I don't know about I know my little calculation, but you know, with a 5 times floor and some good upside, it's the Knicks though, man. Favors for another double for 5,600 though. I'm saying I expect mid-30s against Kanter, rebound, clean himself. And then Minnesota was such a good matchup. You know what I mean? I know Brooklyn was too, but jeez. But this game turned out to a blowout. He didn't finish. Would the Knicks blow out Utah? I don't think so. That's what happened here. It was a 20-point game. He only played 27 minutes. And if he would have played more, he'd have got his double-double. He'd have been in the 30s. I think I'm safe with Favors. I think I'm safe. I think I walked myself through some safety with Favors. I'm safe with Favors. Let's go back to my notebook. I got all my 9-time guys in. All right, who's my 8-time guys? We got some Etuan Moore. I'm going to throw some more in there. I like more. Each one more. The lineup's not gonna look lavish. Trust me, guys, but trust me. Trust me. I like each one more. 8 times value. Who else? I got Paul George. We like Patty Mills. For some 9 times value. I missed out on Mills. Patty Mills. 9 times value. I'm bugging with Patty Mills. He did it once. That's more like chasing, right? But the matchup is so sweet. He shot the ball 13 and back-to-back. I'm going to leave Mills. I'm going to leave Mills out of it. I don't like that San Antonio system of play anyway. They're not fantasy friendly, so I could leave Mills and not feel too bad. So let's see who else was 8. Courtney Lee. Who they playing? Knicks. Utah. 26. Let me pick on some Lee initially. I'm gonna have to revisit that. For 8 times, I got Lee. Who else I got for 8 times value? Paul George a lot. I love Paul George today. So I'll go ahead and pick on some Paul George. Love me some Paul George. I think Paul George is gonna give me what I want tonight. When you start winning games and Paul George the reason, I feel like his usage will keep going up. Love Paul George tonight. Who else I got at 8 next to? Need 2 more coming time. I got that. All right, let's look at our 7s now. Porzingis. Well, Randolph, right? Let's start with Zach Randolph. Let's not get too favoritism. Let's check out. Let's revisit Zach Randolph's situation. That's Atlanta. Yeah, I could spare some Zach Randolph. Let's check out some Porzingis. They call him the Porzingis. 9K. You know, I gotta keep it going off the Porzingis tonight. Okay, I got you. Timmy too much. Tim Hardaway. 6,400 in New York. What's his split suggesting? Yeah, it could be a little bit iffiness there. They seem to rise to occasion. This game doesn't have a lot of lavish look. It's not. I could skip Timmy. Courtney Lee for 8 times value. I think I have Lee already. I like Courtney Lee. Cantor. I think Cantor is the guy that I want tonight. It's forward eligible too. In the last 10 game, 32. He got some 40 upside. He's gonna clean the boards. His floor scares me. Every time I play Cantor, I get burned, man. Every time I play Cantor, I get burned, man. No, I don't know about Cantor tonight. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Mitchell against the Knicks. They're talking about benching. So for the couple games that thing has been out, this guy's taking 18 and 19 shots for 6K. The Knicks defense. Courtney Lee plays decent defense. Minnesota is to be expected. Brooklyn is to be expected. I can't say the Knicks is to be. He's shooting good. He's not really dishing. He's playing defense. Knicks turn over the ball quite a bit. This Mitchell guy, man. And he's top for the use. The usage is there. Let's if we're gonna build a lineup based on numbers, we gotta show him some love. So let's put Favors as our center, right? Favors is our center. Paul George is our power forward. Oh, Paul George is only 1 eligible. So Covington is our power forward. Paul George is our small forward. See what's going on here now real quick. And then we can mess around. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep looking at our list. Beal and Conley. Conley, isn't it supposed to be this was supposed to be old boy that's playing for Tommy. Tyreek Evans. Let's go get some Evans, man. Definitely want some Evans. The usage is just crazy. What's his usage off the bench? Some Evans. Let's get some Evans. Mitchell, did I get him? I didn't get Mitchell's. Let's get Evans. Tyreek Evans. All right. I revisit Mitchell because if you're that high in usage and I'm not playing you, got good matchup, you got good usage. Why would I not play you, right? It's favoritism. I can't use favoritism when I'm betting my money, so I'll revisit Mitchell. Taj Gibson, Patty Mills, I already got. Il Smith, Drummond for 9K. So Drummond and DeRozan is people I got. I don't know about DeRozan right now. Drummond for 9K. He's averaging 5 times value. How many times has he hit 54 against Atlanta? Against Sacramento? He played these guys and dropped like 50. But you see, the reason I'm gonna keep my lineup balanced and keep these lower price guys is because yes, Drummond can drop 50, but so can a lot of other people. But if he does drop 50, that's his ceiling. I'm only getting 6 times value, and I could be picking players who have potential to get me more value. So is he going to get a lot? Yes, but his price handicaps the rest of your line where you can get some higher upside in your lineup. So I'll use some caution with Drummond, man. I like Drummond, just not for that price. The price on Drummond is kind of scary. So let's get some Mitchell back in there, right? For the usage. I want to go over this usage thing and see if there's any players that I'm leaving out that's playing tonight that's in good matchups before I finalize anything, right? So Porzingis, again, it's a price thing, right? Giannis, Embiid. So let's see why. Let's keep it with Porzingis for a second. Again, 9K. Now, if I have to choose between Porzingis and Drummond, I'm gonna go Drummond. Drummond more consistent, but Porzingis got some 60-point upside. I'm all right leaving Porzingis. Even though the usage has been there, I feel like I'm all right. It's more of a price tag issue for him, right? So I'm all right leaving Porzingis. Let's keep looking at our usage. Which one is usage? Let's pull this down. Now that this matters, let's pull this over. Giannis plays tonight. Let's look at his usage. Let's look at his situation. He's playing Detroit. He kind of had a hard time against them. Again, 6 times value of 66. So again, that's another price issue. And your price is going to be high. If your usage is high, your price is going to be high. You want that balance, right? Let's keep looking. Westbrook is in a good. DeRozan, right? DeRozan was the guy that I said I was trying to avoid playing him, but the matchup is there. The price is not that crazy. We got to get DeRozan in our line. Maybe we can get some Courtney Lee out of there. Courtney Lee's not going to drop you 60. DeRozan can when he plays basketball. His floor is safe. I mean, a 5 times floor for a guy that'll go off in the 40s, maybe 50s. In a matchup that he played already and dropped 50, I'm all right with DeRozan. Let's get rid of Courtney Lee. Let's get some DDR, as y'all call him. I'm all right doing that. That's okay with me. I'm fine with that. Let's go back to our usage thing, though. DeRozan. Oladipo, Lillard, LeBron. LeBron plays today? I don't remember seeing Cleveland on here. I don't remember breaking down LeBron. No, I think they're off. Jordan Clarkson off the bench. The usage is there. The matchup is there. Not off the bat. I'm gonna keep it started. Who was it I consider on this thing here? Bradley Wall, Booker, Durant, Aldridge, Zach Randolph. We looked at. And I'll look at him again. Your boy Kemba, Paul George. His usage is even higher now with the injury. All right. So usage, we covered that base. We covered usage. We covered matchup. We covered price. And this is where we are. We still got some money that we can do some things with, right? Let's look at my resource, my other resource here that helps me. Where are you? All right. Let's look at their line. I got to refresh the page because they change it as the day go along, as news surfaces. I feel like Chris Dunn. I didn't spend too much time talking about Chris. Why Maurice Spates? Let's check that out. Why do they have Spates in there? Spates? More Spates? Why? Are they kidding me? So is there news in Orlando that I'm missing? Oh, he had 2 games in the 20s, so they're excited about that? What the heck? There were 2 blowouts. Whoa. No more buckets for me. Is there something going on in Orlando? Somebody hurt that I don't know about? Or DRC, Isaac, Payne? Oh, no more space for me. My site's getting a little bit out of hand now. I don't know why they would suggest that. They like DeRozan. Dunn. I got to look at Dunn. I forgot to check out Dunn. Let's check out some Dunn. Because now that he's starting, I'm very interested in him. He's going to be a little chalky today for 5K. Need about 30 off the bench. Whenever he gets 30 minutes, he's at 30 at least, right? Here. Toronto. This is against OKC, who's not too generous at the point guard position, I must admit. What is he doing? Is he assisting his team, or is he just has to get hot? Has he been shooting a lot? Yeah, I'm not sold on Dunn. I'm not going to chase the Dunn chalk either. I'm not doing that. I'm not chasing the Dunn chalk today. Dunn and Kemba, they can be chalk. I'm not chasing that. I trust my system a little better. All right, let's see. So they have Dunn and Kemba for the best values. Okay. They got some Redick and Tyreek. We got some Tyreek. Anunoby good. They seem pretty big about Anunoby. Especially on the back-to-back. I could see that. Oh, LeBron does play today. You know, I always want to consider LeBron. What's his price? 11K? Did he play them yet? No, but he's like, whatever. And he's on TV again tonight. LeBron is. Anunoby. They got Saric as good value. Robert Covington. All right. So, let's wrap this up, man. I've been talking to myself for a long time now. Let's wrap this baby up. I got $1,500. $1,500. Let's see what YouTube talking about. Jerebko, I'm not into that. I looked at that earlier, but I'm not into that. Fournier could be a little bit of your lineup is trash. Don't play it. Don't play it. The lineup is proven, man. Lillard, Nicolatina, DeRozan, Redick, Simmons, Richardson, Gibson, Gasol. Centers don't do good against New York. Yeah, I had to really convince myself against Favors. How much is Favors? Let's see what we got going on here. 56, 71. Ish Smith is good. Etuan Moore, I feel like it's a good play for me. I'm gonna keep Ish Smith, Etuan Moore, Paul George, Groko. I'm good about DeRozan, Evans. So it's Mitchell. There's these 2 New York plays that I would consider. Let's see if I get a big shot in my lineup, and then I'll consider. Let's look at my list. Mitchell, I'm starting to feel like I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here. Who did I leave out? I got Covington in there. Covington good to go. Let's see where the high floors. Covington had a good floor. And the other 6th floor, Evans is already in my lineup. All right, Courtney Lee is in my lineup. Oh, I took out Courtney Lee. All right, let's see my notepad. I need one of those safe players that can go off, that the numbers still support. I don't have to do too much sacrificing for. Right? Let's see what we got. I think I'm gonna do Drummond, man. I think I gotta do Drummond. I wanted Embiid, but I know what I know how the Lakers thing was. I'm gonna do Drummond again. I'm going back to Drummond. Definitely gonna cop me some Drummond. Just take that 50 and be good, man. I'm gonna go Drummond, take that 50 and be happy with it. And then for 4,200, let me see if it's anybody from my list. Anybody from my list, I'm just gonna throw them in. I didn't look at JR. Not really too big on JR. I had Kyle Anderson on my list because he played a whack game last night. I was surprised when I saw that he hit value. I was really surprised. He already put up 27 against them. I like Kyle Anderson. I do. How much is he? 4,500. $42. How much is Embiid? 86. Drummond is safer than Embiid. Drummond's just like that safe point. You know you're gonna get it. You know what I mean? You just know it. Embiid has some drama going on. I'm not swapping out Drummond. I'm thinking about this is gonna be 300 tonight, guys. I'm telling you. The process that I put into this lineup right here is 300 tonight. I'm only playing one lineup tonight, and that's it. Nah, I'm lying. I'm gonna make another one because there's some other players I want to get in my line too. Drummond is good. DeRozan is good. Evans is good. Collins and Groko is good. Each-one more. So it's Each-one more, Ish Smith or Kyle Anderson. So I got to start at 4,200 and see if it's anybody else that was on my list of people that I would play tonight, right? So 4,200. Let's see what we got here. Patty Mills. So who's 43? Anybody 43? So I might as well just take out Anderson and throw Patty Mills on his back-to-back. Let's see what else we got though. Patty Mills. I looked at Patty Mills, some Chalmers for more. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could take out more and put in Chalmers. Eton Moore and put in Chalmers. I don't know if I could do that. That's a brave, bold move. But if what's his name is out, then maybe not, right? Who they going up against? Indiana? Chalmers for Eton Moore. Eton Moore for, I mean, it's the same. I think I could do that, man. I think I could do that. Chalmers for Eton Moore, I don't mind that. Let's see, Crawford. CJ Miles with no what's his name? But he's still not getting minutes. He just got hot yesterday. I don't want to chase that. Delon Wright did me good last night. I'm not gonna lie. I did really good because of Delon Wright. I had Delon Wright last night and I did not regret it. Mike Scott. For who? I wouldn't take on one of them guys for Mike Scott. I like Mike Scott too, guys. I think that's it, man. Just switch Eton Moore for Ish Smith's been so solid though. I can't touch Ish Smith against Milwaukee. Can't touch Ish Smith. I am one player away from completing this lineup. Let's check something out here on my list real quick. What's the news? Any news out that makes me feel like I want to do something? Vince Carter's out. Okay. Oh, my list. Let me just consult my list real quick. George Hill, De'Aaron Fox, Zach Randolph, Porzingis, Canton, Mitchell, Favors, Whiteside, Bill Connolly, Jimmy Buckets, Taj Gibson, Patty Mills. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll take out Kyle Anderson. Because Mills had 9-point upside. Mills for Kyle Anderson. Eton Moore is 5 to 8. So Mills, Anderson, and Moore is what I'm juggling, right? I got Anderson and Moore in. I could get some Mills in for one of those guys. Or no, not Mills. Because Mills would and take out Anderson. I could do that. I could pay Mills and take out Anderson. Anderson is solid. Or I could take out Moore and put in Chalmers. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Take out Moore, put in Chalmers, and then put back Moore. Yeah. I'm comfortable with this lineup, man. Oh, what happened? How did it end up? Oh, not Moore. Anderson. Oh, he's a point guard, small forward. All right, so we can take out Evans, and then is Evans 2-guard eligible? There you go. That's one lineup. Let me submit that one real quick. Damn, I gotta enter contest. It's getting late. I'm gonna be screwed on my 5 times and doubles ups and all that. So that's that. First lineup set. Oh, what the heck is going on? All right, that's my lineup right there, man. That's my line. That's my first lineup. Can someone suggest me a player? Mills burned me last night. Embiid don't have drama. He does physical therapy every day. Batum too cheap. Embiid. All right. Let's do another lineup real quick. I'm gonna do 2. I always do 2. This one's gonna be way quicker. Just gonna get some of the guys that I wasn't too big on initially. Let's see how it works out for us, right? So back to our notebook here. You gotta get Embiid. I'm gonna show Embiid a little love tonight. I don't think Embiid is kill me. He can, but I'll show Embiid some love. I'll get some Embiid in there. All right. Embiid. Again, let's go back to who didn't make the cut last time that I wanted to? Our boy, our shooting guard guy. What's his name? Moore. I have to take out Moore. So I'm gonna throw Moore in this one here. Get some Moore in the lineup. Eton Moore. Embiid. Who else was big and I didn't get in there? I had some Ish Smith. Patty Mills. I didn't have Mills. I didn't have Mitchell. So let's get Mills. Patty Mills. Let's put Moore as the 3. Let's get Mitchell in there. Let's put Moore as our 3. We're gonna put Moore. All right, let's do that. Let's start right there. I gotta give Favors a run, man. I gotta give Favors. I know that the point guard situation against New York, lotta. I gotta go Favors. And we saw, I'm gonna leave Favors alone because I saw Kevin Love really have a hard time. So I'll avoid Favors tonight. You just gotta understand that matchup is just not there for him. See. Let's see if we can let's see, power forward, man. Guys that was on my list. Porzingis, 9K. I don't know if I could drop that on him, man. I can't do it. Some Aldridge, maybe. Right? He's averaging 5K. It's Minnesota. He already dropped 46 times value on him. Aldridge on my list. Let's pick on some Aldridge, right? Let's go through the. I'm gonna show some Kemba love. I'll put my money. Nah, Kemba is the chalk I'm avoiding tonight. I'm not betting on no Kemba Walker. You gotta be kidding me. We can double up on some Tyreek. We see what he's doing. I don't mind doubling up on some Kyrie for 6K, y'all. Tyreek is as flipping solid as they come right now. Double up on some Tyreek. That's what else I had on my little list of guards down here. Done. Nah, I'll leave that chalk alone, man. What else did I have on my list for guards? Let's see. Who would I give the guard nod to? Should I show one of these guys some love out in Sacramento? Let me see the Sacramento guards. Has Fox ever dropped 30 points in a game? Fantasy points. Against Phoenix, Indiana. How many minutes is he getting? Anybody could do that against Atlanta. I know that for sure. Washington, he did 20. What George Hill? I know I don't want to just chase one game, George Hill. What did you do against another team you should have did good against? The same in the end. No. I'm afraid of those guys out in Sacramento. I know they burned. Oh, I didn't show my boy any. No, I'm not big on that anyway. No guards here that I like. I think I have to go back to DeRozan. I think it's either DeRozan or Evans that I got to double up on. DeRozan or Evans. DeRozan or Evans. What did DeRozan do against him the first time? 50? I think DeRozan's safe on the back-to-back. I've never seen DeRozan in the 20s. But Evans is just a good 31. DeRozan 36. Let's go back to DeRozan. All right. And then I'm always big on centers. I'm not big on centers tonight for some reason. The centers thing is not standing out to me. I do want to give Nurkic a shot, but I don't want to get burned again. Bolo, why not for that price at home? Yeah, I'm gonna give Bolo a shot, man. I'm gonna give Bolo a shot in that late hammer game. I'm gonna pick on both centers in that game. So Embiid and Bolo, keep DeRozan, Aldridge, Eamore, Mitchell, Patty Mills. And then for 6K, 6,100. See if there's anybody from my list. Nope. How about some Bazemore, right? I don't know. I didn't see Bazemore. Bazemore's been killing, man. It takes a lot of cojones to play Bazemore. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Nobody else on my list is here. On the way down, nobody. All the way down to the 4,000s. So what that means is we're gonna have to do some improvising. Let's put let me go back to this. Let me see my notebook. Let's go get some cheap Jeremy Grant for 4K. I don't mind giving Jeremy, especially I got Paul George in one lineup. 4K Jeremy Grant for the double-double against Chicago. In 30-something minutes at the center. Dallas is like prime matchup. Not with Melo back. Paul George, yes, but not with Melo back. No. Zach Randolph. What's up with Zach Randolph? I know he just against the Knicks. Everybody struggles against the Knicks, but he did well against Washington. He's not really playing that many minutes. Philly did good. He's supposed to. It's just not a lot of upside. I need somebody with go-off potential. Right? He don't have the go-off potential. Tim and Courtney Lee against Utah. Hardaway. Show Hardaway some love, man. Hardaway's been balling. Hardaway got go-off potential, apparently. Let's throw some Hardaway in the mix. Let's throw Hardaway some love. Let's show Hardaway some love, right? Some Timmy Too Much, some love. Do we think Jimmy Buckets is here to stay? Jimmy Butler for 7K though? Do we believe it? Nah, not against Popovich and them. Let's go through our list. I got Aldridge in this lineup, don't I? Yeah, that's pretty good. I like Aldridge tonight on the back-to-back. Eton Moore, DeRozan, Bolo. I got Bolo, Embiid, Covington. How much is Cantor? Let's see if you get some Cantor in there. 66. Who's 69? Nobody. Aldridge. Some Bradley Beal? No, not against Miami. Bradley Beal is Bradley Beal though. Vucevic, maybe? trying to. Who would I take him out for? You know what? How much is Ish Smith? I'm just gonna double up on Ish Smith. Give myself a headache. Take out Patty Mills. Throw some Ish Smith in there off the bench. It's my 2 lineups, man. I love both of them. I'll put back Mills. Let's see if I can get something from him. Put back Mills. Right, and then I'll have to get some for 61. Let me see what's the Kemba chalk about. 74. Nah. I mean, the last 10, he's averaging 5 times value. His home split, he's averaging 6 times value. I throw some Kemba in there for y'all. How about that, man? Let's throw some Kemba. Let's get Kemba some love. I throw some love for Kemba in there. I throw some Kemba love in there. I'm gonna do a Kemba line. The numbers are there for Kemba. The numbers are there. I throw Kemba some love. Why not? Brolo some love. They'll need Brolo's size on Embiid anyway. So I think Brolo gets a healthy run. Timmy's good. Aldridge, I want to keep. Get rid of Mitchell and Moore. Bring up DeRozan into the 2 guard. DeRozan in the 2 guard. Put Hardaway. Hardaway got some go-off potential. I think he's having a breakout, yeah. Let's put Hardaway there. And then we could mess around with some Anunoby. Anunoby. What does he have to offer me? Anunoby. Nah, he played 22 minutes against Boston. Who he playing to? New Orleans. What he did? 30 minutes. He went 6 for 8. Nah, I'm not playing Anunoby. I'm gonna keep. Ish. No, I don't have to double up on DeRozan. Let's do that. Let's double up on DeRozan Walker. Aldridge is good. Embiid is good. Rolo is good. Right, let me look at my resource and see if I can find some for the lows. I know they like Anunoby, but I'm not big on Anunoby today. What else they got for me? So I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these guys. You know, the guy done 4,900. Yeah, it's the chalk lineup. We're gonna make this one the chalk lineup, right? We're gonna give Dunn some run. And get rid of who though? I don't want to get rid of Timmy for that, man. 6'5" is 30. I'm not gonna get rid of Timmy for Dunn. DeRozan on the back-to-back. Aldridge for 8K on the back-to-back. Who is that? Minnesota? No, I got to keep Aldridge against Minnesota. Embiid for 8K, 48.50. Yeah, I'll get rid of Embiid. Fuck it. I'm gonna get rid of Embiid, man. I don't have to sweat that. Get rid of Embiid. Let's put Dunn in our line. Let's get some Lopez. Some Brook Lopez in there. I like Lopez tonight. Let's get Dunn, Lopez. And then we can be a little more comfortable getting some good names in here. We get back on some Tyreek. I could double up on Tyreek. I don't mind that. Oh, man, 3,600. But let's see. Let's see what else we got. We got double up on some Tyreek. Even some Covington, man. Against the Lakers, Covington is what you want. But I'm not going to double up on Covington. That can be risky. Portis. No. What else on my list? So Mitchell. Who did I take out for Mitchell, though? Evans? Nah, I like Evans. Done. Let's keep it going. 3,600. I don't know if I'm going to find somebody there that I really like, though. I wanted Ish Smith, but I think he's 3,700, which sucks. Give CJ Miles another one. How many minutes he played him the first time? So he's good for a point per minute for 3,600. If I don't want Anunoby, I could go CJ Miles in that game. I don't mind doing that. Walker, DeRozan, Timmy, Aldridge, Lopez, Dunn, Evans. I don't see why any of these guys shouldn't get me 6 times value tonight. Any of them. If Walker is what you guys happen to be, DeRozan, we know he could do. Timmy, we know that he can do it. Aldridge, Aldridge will get it for me, but he won't really go over that. So I don't know why I'm sweating Aldridge so much. Let's get rid of Aldridge. All right, let's get rid of Dunn. Let's get back our boy Embiid. Yeah, let's be smart. Let's get back some Embiid. I can get Ish Smith, I think, right? I can get Ish Smith. I still have just enough yeah, on the back-to-back too. I'm not super excited to play Aldridge. I don't have a power forward though. Definitely gonna need a power forward. So that's what Aldridge was. He was like a good power forward that was like a guaranteed. Covington and Cantor. I like Covington. I just don't want to have double exposure to Covington tonight. I'm gonna have to though, because Covington is the only power forward that instills that much confidence in me. I'll be honest. There's no other power forward on my list. Where's my list? Unless I want to pay up for Kristaps, and I doubt that I'm ready to do that tonight, right? Zach Randolph. I don't know why I've been sleeping on Zach. I'm just hesitant to play Zach for some reason. I might just take Zach though, honestly. Not for 4K. I'm not gonna do Jeremy Grant. So Taj Gibson maybe. I gotta give Taj a look. Give Taj Gibson some look. Taj Gibson. Let's check out some Taj. Against San Antonio. No, can't do that. I think Covington, I'm gonna double up on him, man. What was his only tough game was against the Warriors, huh? Covington's been giving him some solid minutes, man. The Golden State, that was it. Everything else is in the 30s. Who's this? Houston? It was a blowout? No. Dallas, he could have done better. He shot poor. I don't want to double up on Covington. This sucks. I'm gonna have to pay up for a power forward. I'll take a leap of faith here. LeBron. No. No Davis. Porzingis. Before I pay for Porzingis, I have to put back in Aldridge. I'm gonna have to go back Aldridge. Aldridge or Covington. Is Aldridge gonna play tonight? Yeah, he just came off of a season high. He had to do season high just to get me He's not rebound. I'm not big on Aldridge. No, let's keep going. It's like Cantor, man. I gotta take Cantor. I hope I get one of these games from him. I mean, he's doing good. He should do good. Cantor should get the minutes. Let's put Cantor back. Cantor's on my list. I'm gonna hold on to Cantor. Oh man, is that my only option? There's nobody else here that makes me feel good. Favors, I'm not gonna mess with. Zach Randolph. It's just no real upside there, man. Philly, Oklahoma. Let's get Zach Randolph some love, man. Let's show Zach Randolph some love. He made my list for a reason. On the road, he plays less minutes and he does way worse. Taj Gibson, I don't want to mess with. I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of these guys here. Yeah, the Silver's supposed to be coming back. 3,800. Do we want to mess with that? No. I need a power forward, man. Any thoughts? Any thoughts for a power forward? Your boy needs a power forward. No love for Cantor since Gobert. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep Cantor. I think I'm gonna keep Cantor. I'm gonna keep Cantor there, and I gotta get rid of one of these big price guys though. Evans off the bench has been scorching hot. I can't do Evans, especially against this. If he's gonna be dropping 40, scorching hot. And if I drop Evans, what I'm left with 44. So that's 2 bench players. So one of these bench players gotta go. I think I could take out somebody. I'll leave Brolo, MB, Cantor, Timmy, DeRozan. Back to back. But DeRozan don't really have too much help. What's that? 54? I throw Mitchell. Go big on that Knicks game, man. I'll keep all these guys here that I have. Throw this Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell. I thought Mitchell was 64. Somebody was 54 that I liked. I don't remember who it was. Somebody definitely was 54 that I was watching. Bazemore's been hot too, man. Washington, that was a blowout. What happened here? Boston plays D. Detroit. Yo, Bazemore won me some money the other day. I could just go back to him, Who did I take out? DeRozan? Is that who I took out? Bazemore won me some good change the other day. Let's get done some love. It's such a chalky lineup. I hate this type of chalk. I'll be at 42. Let's see if there's anybody else on my list that I'm comfortable with here. So Etuan Moore again. And I took him out the first one, I believe, right? So I could do that. I could do this. This is better. Most starters. Walker, Moore, Timmy, Cantor, Brolo. That's my other lineup. That's my 2 lines, guys. I took way longer than I wanted to. I am so out of here. I'm just gonna look at the finishing thoughts for you guys, and I'm done here. Okay. I need a point power forward too. I went Cantor, man. I said effort, and I went Cantor. I don't think Cantor will lose me a tournament. Whatever. Robin, Lopez, or Lamb. Leave both of them alone. That's it. That's the line, guys. Y'all take it easy. Good luck tonight, man. Peace out.